today. From Raymond James Stadium in Tampa, Florida, this is the National Football League. Baker Mayfield and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers taking on Derek Carr and the New Orleans Saints.
And we're about 5 miles northwest of downtown Tampa at beautiful Raymond James Stadium near Florida's Gulf Coast. Today we've got an NFC South matchup as it'll be the New Orleans Saints taking on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Certainly happy to have you along. Chase McLaughlin has it on the tee, and off we go here in Tampa. No run back here on the opening kickoff as we'll start at the 25. They begin on the ground with Kamara. And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. That'll bring up second down.
Well, there's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
He'll get a yard, that's all, as they get him down at the 28. A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. Carr going to throw. Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. Credit the sack to Vita Vea. But defensively, you really can't script the start much better. You get a 3 and out and a sack.
Yeah, you're exactly right about that. They kept him short of a first down on 1st and 2nd down. And then on 3rd down, they pick up a sack. What tremendous momentum for them to start this game.
So a good punt, but a solid 12-yard return. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. The Buccaneers in good field position here to start out 1st and 10 at their own 46. They'll start the drive with a give to White. Well, they nearly sprung him that time as he takes this all the way down to the 37. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Opting to run again here with White. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
And good running, going to get this down close to a first at the Saints 28. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming. They'll try to pick this up on the ground with White. And they'll get this down to the 10. So that time they got the left guard with a hold.
And let's face it, in today's ball, you might have that 330-pound guy you're supposed to clear out of there. You might need a little bit of extra help by grabbing the jersey and trying to ride him out.
So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there that brings up 4th. So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. This from 54 yards away. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe, and the Bucs take a 3-0 lead. So an opening drive field goal maybe doesn't whip this crowd into a frenzy, but I think that they will take the early lead.
There's no doubt about it. They will always take the early lead, and maybe that celebration comes later if they play well and they can break things open. But right now, this is all about letting the offense just get settled in.
And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll pound it up the middle with Kamara. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. Shotgun now for Carr. That's to the right sideline, and it falls incomplete. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. He'll drop to throw. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 30. 23 yards the pickup there.
And that was a beautifully executed screen pass. They let the rushers get upfield and get the escorts in front, meaning the offensive linemen, other blockers out in front, completed the pass beautifully. So now you've got all that open space with big guys leading the way.
So from the 25, this is 2nd and 5. Here's Carr. He completes it to Olave. Touchdown, Saints. Chris Olave, 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Saints are able to answer the early 3 points and take a first quarter lead. And the kick makes it through, but flags come flying in as well. It appears we're going to get a roughing call tacked on. So they'll go ahead and accept the penalty. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Tampa Bay, they're getting ready to set up shop here for their second drive. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now, the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well. So in Saints territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. On the draw, it's White. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Second quarter now in Tampa Bay. It's the Buccaneers in control of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. 60 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here in this first half. This 2nd and 4. They stay on the ground with White. Oh, and fine work there as he gets this thing down to the 11-yard line. That's good for a Buccaneer first, a pickup of 12 yards. They'll go up the middle with White. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Now a give up the middle. This is White. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. They run straight ahead here with White. And he's in. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Rachaad White, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Buccaneers are once again back in front. Chase McLaughlin on for the extra point. And it's through, and that makes the lead 10-7. So that drive goes 8 plays. And it was Rachaad White who wrapped the drive up with a touchdown run. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. The New Orleans offense back out and ready to go. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after. And now the ball's out. Carr lost it. Fumble. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. And they'll have a short field to work with inside the 15 at the 13-yard line. And a defensive-minded coach loves to turn up the heat, turns it up there, it pays off.
And back in the good old days, those defensive-minded coaches just talked about intimidating teams, using force, right, beating them to the punch. In this case, they're talking about creating turnovers. That's all they preach, all game long, all practice long, every meeting. Get the football. That's what they want.
Here's 2nd and 10. Mayfield down. Looking for Evans, and it's intercepted. And the Saints are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line.
And as we've seen, points have been precious so far, and they just threw something away on that snap. And look, let's face it, as we advance further into this game, that play will be on the minds of everyone who's watching it. They wonder if this is the turning point. Is this the spot where those points were given away? It could cost them a ball game.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Kamara up the middle. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage.
The ball is out. Kamara fumbled it, and the Buccaneers have it.
Whenever I see a team turn it over on back-to-back drives, fumbles on their last 2, I know one person's blood pressure who is starting to rise, and that's the head coach.
Absolutely. And when's it going to go down? When they stop fumbling?
When they stop fumbling and after he's assessed the game film, and only if they manage to win the game.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Mayfield's throw taken in by Evans here. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run. First down, here's White. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
2 minutes remaining in the first half, 10-7, our score. Now a 2nd and 6.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
Mayfield. Godwin's got it. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. From 17 yards out. And the Bucs are able to stretch out their lead. Well, on that connection, it looked like they maybe had some pre-play communication. Maybe one of them noticed an area that was open in the defense to get the pass to.
When you put the time in, sometimes you have that great silent communication that you just noticed right there, because the best quarterback-receiver combos in the NFL, they know how to make those adjustments at the line of scrimmage when they see something pre-play, and they got it done there.
Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. 2nd and 6. Throwing now is Carr. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
And this pass rush has really been bringing the heat and has already gotten home a few times here in the first half. So how about the play call there? Sometimes if you can't protect, you've got to fool them. Screen passes like that can take a little steam out of what's been a relentless rush so far.
Carr now on first down. The pass caught by Olave. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. 2nd and a couple. To throw, it's Carr. That's complete right around the 8. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Kamara. Going to be stopped before he can get moving forward as he'll lose a couple back to the 5-yard line. Now the Saints will use their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Carr. And he's got it. Touchdown. A great play there in the final seconds of the first half. And the Saints are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Group E able to add the PAT. And the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14. So just 8 ticks remaining here in the first half as they'll kick this one away. Here's Devin Tompkins on the return. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And with only 4 seconds on the clock, time likely for just one snap of the football. Looking downfield for Godwin. His throw incomplete. So we've hit halftime. Apologies to coach. Cut him short. We'll talk to him post-game. We got business to get down to. 3rd quarter action ready to go. A field goal the difference. 17-14 is the score. Back underway here now in this 3rd quarter. Now Mayfield and the Bucs come up on 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll start here with a handoff to White. And some space here. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 103 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
A little bit of daylight on that first down run sets him up nicely. 8 yards on the carry.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
On second down, they'll run with White. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46.
Second and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down, keep the sticks moving.
And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That burst good for 20 and a first down.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. This is caught by Evans. And in for the Buccaneers touchdown. Mike Evans, 26 yards, as his guys are able to extend their lead. McLaughlin now to add the PAT. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. That time, 75-yard drive, 5 plays. And it's Mike Evans who caps it with a touchdown reception. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
Now Carr throwing on second down, and they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete.
So many offenses want to include their running backs into their passing offense and be able to swing the ball out or check it down to them. But sometimes those guys are just not as comfortable catching the ball as they are running it.
Throwing his Carr on third down. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. Here comes the Saints punter now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. 42 yards on the punt, just 2 on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. And we shift to spotlighting Mike Evans. Pretty good game for him so far. I guess he's still got time here to make this a great game, but so far, he's been solid.
I like where you're going with that, because it has been pretty good. But there's always that hint that things can really escalate for him. And right now, they feel like they're somewhat keeping him in check, but he has found the end zone once. But, boy, he can explode at any moment.
Yeah, and when you hit that end zone once, you want to find it again, don't you?
Yes, you do.
Makes you hungrier.
You get greedy in a good way.
And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. They keep it on the ground. White again. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down.
Nice chunk of yards on first down. It really opens up your options for what you want to do on second. You go right back to him and hope he explodes, or sucker the defense in before throwing over the top.
Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's 2nd and 6. On the give, it's White. And he's going to take this across the 50 and into Saints territory.
I don't care what the emphasis is in the NFL at any given time. Every defense is still going to say their #1 goal every game is stop the run. And right now, they're not doing that, and that really chips away at your confidence.
And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down, and he's going to have it by plenty. Able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 2.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front seven, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Second down and a little more than a yard here. Now a run straight ahead with Edmonds. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks.
Well, this has been a long drive. In fact, it's eaten up a good chunk of the third quarter, which is precisely what you want when you're playing with the lead. You control the football, you control the clock, and impose your will on the defense.
What a great effort there. He's going to get this inside the 15, and they'll spot it at the 13-yard line. Nice run. Boy, 184 yards rushing for him now in the afternoon as he continues to put a hurt on this defense.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially. Oh, what a read on the outside as it's intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And the Saints force the turnover. They'll take over at the 10. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Now after the INT, it's Carr. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. The sack recorded. It's a loss of 5, and now it's second down. 3 quarters in the books. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. From the gun, it's Carr. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front. They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on 3rd down. Now Carr. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. Inside the 10, touchdown, New Orleans. Juwan Johnson, 95 yards. And the Saints have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. Groupie for the extra point. It's up and good, and this now becomes a 24-21 ball game. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And it ends with a touchdown for New Orleans. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, very close, 1-score game.
Man, if I'm a defender, I'm actually chirping to you on the other side of the ball, said, hey, we picked off the last one. What you going to do about it now? So when you do throw the football, high percentage, but throw it with confidence. Because if there's any hesitancy at all, it could end up in enemy's hands again.
It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. On 3rd down, a run from White. And good vision there as he's across midfield and down to the 45-yard line. It's a gain of 16, first down Tampa Bay.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to, and it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
And a strong run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 35. 10 more there and another first down.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there, and on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously, but at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
Ball on the 27. Here's 2nd and a couple. On the handoff, it's White. so they get that one, Charles, on the right tackle.
Yeah, oftentimes in that spot, you're trying to work against a defender, trying to set the edge in the running game, and you're trying to drive around and get your body twisted so that he can't get there. Sometimes your hands get too involved.
They run the draw play. This is White. And a short gain down to about the 33. Now the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
On third down, Mayfield. Pass taken in by his big tight end. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Cade Otton, 33 yards. And the Buccaneers are able to build on to their fourth quarter lead. And that's certainly an important touchdown there. It makes this a two-score game.
But as we've seen, no lead is safe in this one with the way these two offenses have lit up the scoreboard. I would imagine that on their sidelines, they're both yelling at their defenses, hey, you want to get involved here? One big play from you, that could win the game for us.
Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And he'll very wisely take a knee here as they'll bring this one out to the 25 on the touchback. The Saints offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. Well, that last touchdown we just saw, what an important one. Now it's back to a two-score deficit for this crew as they take the field here, and they are in desperate need of finding the end zone. Now it's Kamara in the passing game. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on second down. A good start there on this fourth quarter drive. They need more of what we just saw.
Down a couple of scores. There's still time. All right, it's not like, you know, they're totally out of it, but they have to score.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Jamel Dean. He may go. And they will finally put it into the return, but not until he takes it back all the way inside the 10-yard line. But here in the fourth quarter, defensively, you know that you're just going to blanket the field with defensive backs and say, okay, take your best shot. And that time, it's intercepted.
And we've often seen teams go into the prevent.
And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. Rashad White, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Buccaneers are an extra point away from making this a 3-score game.
Sometimes you get a first and goal and you're back near the 7, 8, 9-yard line, and you start thinking, maybe we'll run it here on first down to get half of what we need, so maybe we can have 2 or 3 shots at going for it from closer range. So this is a bonus right here. What a great run to work his way into the end zone.
Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And he'll very wisely take a knee here as they'll bring this one out to the 25 on the touchback. How does the Saints offense now as they get ready to take over here? Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up fourth down. So it's Saints football as we get you reset, and they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have the Saints first down. No problem there. They get the first by plenty on 4th and inches. And he will not get away from the pressure here. Carr taken down. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up third down. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. Down to the 10. Touchdown, New Orleans. Chris Olave with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Saints have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Here's Groupie for the PAT. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. So this drive spans 7 plays. And it was Chris Olave who finished things off with a touchdown. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. Ball placed at the 45 for 2nd and 5. He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the 4th. And for the Saints here on 3rd down, an extra defensive back on the field. Opting to run again here with White. And he is going to have a bounce on that sideline. That should be the one to do it. Victory formation now for the Buccaneers. Down to a knee they go. Down to one knee goes Mayfield, and that's all she wrote. Well, this was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the second half, that offense